Happy holidays! I'm Brickroad, and I have a problem because I celebrate Christmas, but most of the Christmas festivities are over by 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I mean, I wake up, we go to Mom's, we have breakfast and exchange gifts and joy to the world, and that's all well and good, but then what do I do with the rest of the day? It seems like most content creators have better things to do than put frivolous diversions on the internet for my tiny monkey brain to enjoy, but I don't have anything better to do. So my holiday tradition is to put a video up on Christmas Day for you guys to watch and enjoy. And the first time I did it a couple years ago to get the tradition started was I played Super Metroid, which is one of my favorite games ever. And this year I thought we'd go back to basics and do a Metroid game that I haven't played on this channel before. It's one of the most heavily requested games that I get. I actually really liked this game. When this game came out, I was very excited for it, and one of my favorites. I've played it a million times. I know everything about it. I can burn through it, I figure, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, and those were all lies. I despise Fusion. This is a horrible game, and I'm never going to play it on this channel. It's just not going to happen. I lied to you all on Christmas, and for that, I'm sorry. But by way of apology, we're going to play Metroid Zero Mission. I've been uploading a Let's Play of Metroid Zero Mission. I've got 3 episodes up, and it took me like 2 years to get those 3 episodes together. And there's 6 more episodes coming, and it's my most overdue Let's Play, and people are constantly hounding me about it, and I do feel bad that I haven't completed it yet. So, let's do a full playthrough of Metroid Zero Mission on this wonderful, wonderful holiday. And not only is this Metroid Zero Mission, because this is going to be very different from the playthrough that I'm eventually going to complete 9 episodes of. This is a ROM hack of Metroid Zero Mission that I've had sitting around for, I don't know, a couple years. I forget where it came from. But what's different between this ROM hack and the regular Metroid Zero Mission is that instead of picking up unknown items in this game, you actually get what the items are. For those of you who don't know Zero Mission, and for those of you who've been following my Let's Play for 2 years, but I'm only 3 episodes in, and that's really disgusting, there are 3 items in Zero Mission that Samus cannot pick up. They are the space jump, the gravity suit, and the plasma beam. So, the reason she can't pick them up is because her current suit is incompatible with them. And then it's later in the game, there's a plot point where she gets her superpower suit and she gets all those items at once. So basically, you pick up these items partway through the game, but you can't actually use them. All they allow you to do is break certain kinds of blocks, kind of like a lock and key situation. So, in this version of the ROM that I have, instead of picking up an unknown item that has the plasma beam's icon, I get to pick up the actual for real plasma beam and use it early. Which means you can sequence break, do some pretty crazy things. You can actually totally break the game. And I don't mean break the game as in, oh, look how fun it is to do things out of order. Silly internet Brickroad guy likes to see. No, it's not like that. It's you can literally get the game into an unwinnable state. So my goal for this video today on Christmas, Merry Christmas, by the way, everybody. If you don't celebrate Christmas, just you know, substitute whatever it is you do celebrate. If you don't celebrate anything, just Happy Metroid. How about that? Happy Zero Mission. If you don't celebrate anything. So my goal in this video is to get the game into that unwinnable state. We're going to beat the last boss, we're going to roll the credits, we're going to do some fun stuff, but my goal is to get into an unwinnable state. At least I'm pretty sure it's unwinnable. I can go this way, can't I? Yeah, I can just skip that part up there. Oh, look at that. If I get the game into that kind of soft-locked, unwinnable state, I'll be pretty happy with my life. And it shouldn't be too difficult. I actually know this game as not as well as Super Metroid, but I do know it better than other Metroid games. My second favorite Metroid game is Metroid Prime. I think Metroid Prime is a fantastic game. I really do want to Let's Play it for you guys at some point, probably in 2016. you'll see why in a couple days on my channel. It will come to light why I want to Let's Play Metroid Prime. I thought I wanted to play the Wii version. I bought the Metroid Prime trilogy on Wii that has the pointer controls, but I decided I really didn't like the pointing controls, the aiming with the Wiimote. I really prefer playing it with the GameCube controller. So, but anyway, I don't know Metroid Prime very well because it's a very expansive 3D game, and there's a lot to it, right? It's much easier for me to wrap my head around these little 2D games. So Zero Mission, I've completed it a couple times, and I know it better than any of the Metroid Prime games. So I should not have too much trouble doing the things in the correct order. I did decide, though, because in my Zero Mission Let's Play, the unfinished one, I did a 100% clear. And I tried, I'm not a speedrunner, I wasn't going to break any world records, but I tried to do it as quickly as possible. I tried to make a route for the game that made sense to me, that could be played as quickly as I possibly could. So, that essentially, I did a couple fun skips. There's a couple cool skips. If you haven't watched the 3 videos that I have up as of the end of 2015, you'll see some fun skips and stuff that I do, if you want to go watch that. But for the most part, it's just going through the motions. You're doing the game in order that you're intended to, just because that happens to be the fastest way. So today, I think we'll do some of the intended sequence breaks in Zero Mission. They built in some sequence breaks in the game, so you can do things in a different order. Unlike Super Metroid, the sequence breaks don't save time. It actually takes longer to do the sequence breaks and then complete the game than to do them in the intended way. And what I'm referring to is fighting the 2 mini-bosses, Kraid and Ridley. You can choose which order to fight them in. The game, you're supposed to fight Kraid first, get a particular power-up from Kraid's area that gives you access to Ridley's area, and then go fight Ridley. But they put in a pretty insane back door where you can go and fight Ridley first. If you do that, though, it requires quite a bit of backtracking in order to complete the game. And then if you're going for 100%, even more backtracking. Because the way the game is set up, if you defeat Kraid first, you go into Ridley's section with the speed booster, you can get every item in Ridley's section without having to come back. Without having to backtrack at all. Oh, I don't want to go to the map room. Which is what I do in my Let's Play. When I finally finish episode 4 and you show you guys how to get all the cool stuff in Ridley's area, you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to go to Ridley's section first and kill him. I'm not going to backtrack if I can possibly help it. So this is not going to be, I don't need to save either. This is not going to be a 100% run of the game. I'm going to show off some cool stuff with the ROM hack that I'm using. Unfortunately, I don't remember where I got this ROM hack. I know somebody made it for me, and it's terrible of me that I didn't remember. And unfortunately, also, I can't make it publicly available. I can't put it in a place where everybody can get it. So I don't know how you guys can get a hold of a ROM hack like this, unfortunately, except to come around my house and play it on my computer. I guess I didn't really think this through very well, because people are going to ask me that. People are like, where'd you get that ROM hack? I want it. Sorry guys, I can't distribute it. That would be extremely illegal. Merry Christmas. Anyway. So we're going to do some intended sequence breaks. We're going to kill Ridley first, and we'll show off how to do that. And then we'll do the unintended sequence breaks that are not possible in the regular game by getting all those unknown items early. And then we will beat the last boss, we'll roll the credits, and then we will reload the game and get ourselves into an unwinnable state. And then I will say Merry Christmas to you all. I'm actually recording this very, very late in the year. Usually I try to get my Christmas video done by November, just so it's done and out of the way. I'm recording this on December 24th. That's how late it is. Just because I've got... life's crazy right now. I mean, the holidays are always crazy, but I've got other video projects that I'm working on. Again, you'll see in a couple days. Watch the channel. It should be very interesting. I hope you guys enjoy it, because I've spent a lot of time working on it. But anyway, yeah, let's talk about why... Well, let's do some real talk for a second, okay? Let me just kind of try to explain why that Zero Mission Let's Play is so way overdue. First of all, I decided at the outset of it that I would do scripted commentary for the Zero Mission Let's Play, thinking, oh, you know, I did scripted commentary for Super Metroid back in the day, and a couple other games, Bionic Commando, games I know really well. I know Zero Mission well enough, you know, I could go ahead and do some scripted commentary for it. I don't need to go this way, because I'm gonna skip the Varia, so... There's an E-Tank over here, though, I want to grab, I guess. So I decided to do scripted commentary for Zero Mission. The problem was, the playthrough was so long. It was easily the longest scripted commentary I've ever done. Each video of, say, the old Super Metroid Let's Play and like the Bionic Commando Let's Play and other scripted Let's Plays I've done was short, a couple of minutes. Zero Mission, I ran the full 12 minutes or so for each video, and then there were 9 videos. Why didn't I get my E-Tank? I said I was going to get my E-Tank, and then I turned around for some reason. So just the task of coming up, writing a script that makes sense and is helpful. Oh, I can't do anything over here. I thought there's an E-Tank here in regular Metroid. I'm pretty sure in regular Metroid there's an E-Tank there. I said I knew this game pretty well. Apparently I'm lying. Anyway. The Varia is up there. I'm not going to get the Varia in this run because it's going to be useless anyway, because we'll get the gravity suit early. The gravity suit totally overrides the Varia in this game. I don't even think the gravity suit or the Varia counts for percentage points, honestly. I think even like a low percent run, you can pick up the Varia suit early and it won't even matter because the gravity suit overrides it entirely. Unlike Super Metroid, where the gravity suit has exactly one function that the Varia suit doesn't. In Super Metroid, Mother Brain's horrible laser attack checks to see if you're wearing, how many suits you're wearing before it decides how much damage to deal to you. That's the only attack in the game that does less damage, or more damage if you're wearing the gravity but not the Varia than both together. That's a digression, just like something I happen to know about Super Metroid. In this game, there is no difference between the Varia and the gravity. The gravity is a straight upgrade and it totally replaces the Varia. So, skipping the Varia, if you want to see how to get it early, go watch the early videos of the Zero Mission Let's Play, because I do get it early. It looks really impressive. You have to get it that early. You can get it when you go up there with just bombs. You can get it then, but it requires bomb jumping and lots of crazy stuff. So yeah, go watch it if you want to see it done. Anyway, coming up with the script for each episode is an incredibly daunting task. I can go over... Oh, that's fine. That works too. Incredibly daunting task because there's not as much to talk about in Zero Mission as there is in, say, Super Metroid. And so what I end up having to do is rewriting a lot, because what I'll do is I'll write the script and then I'm not happy with it because I'm like repeating myself to fill time or whatever, so I have to go back and polish it so I'm not repeating myself so much, and I'm just never happy with the script. I have to go rewrite it, and then of course that discourages me from finishing it up, and it's just incredible amount of work. So just getting one video done, writing a 12-minute long script for each video is very discouraging work because I don't feel like it's my best work. So when I eventually do get the script for one of the episodes into a place where I want it, I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with all the 3 episodes that I have up now, and I'm very happy with episode 4, which is almost done. I've almost got it completed. But I want to make sure that with a scripted LP, it's not a spontaneous thing, you know? It's not just me playing a game and talking, and I want to actually sound knowledgeable and entertaining. I want you guys to get something out of it. I really want it to be my best work. And I feel like a lot of times when I sit down and write the Zero Mission scripts, I don't get my best work on my first try, which discourages me, and then it's like, okay, do I want to try it again? And sometimes a month will go by before I try it again, and so it's a long process. It's weird to me that they even animate the plasma beam, because in regular run, you can't get just the naked plasma beam. It's not possible. So what you saw is I just picked up the first unknown item, and it just gave me the plasma beam. So the animation is in the game for it. And I have a conspiracy theory about that. Remind me. I'm going to tell you guys about my conspiracy theory. Anyway, that's just one of the problems with Zero Mission. The second problem is because I recorded all the gameplay first, and then started recording the commentary, my setup for doing Let's Plays has changed a lot in that time. So what'll happen is I'll sit there and I'll have partial commentary done, and then, oh, the script is nice, I'll go record the next part of the commentary, but now my sound settings are different than they were because I changed microphones. I actually recorded some of the narration for those old episodes on my old computer, which I no longer do recordings on. And now the problem is, when I go back and do it, I'm going to have to use old software as well. I used to use a program called Camtasia to make all my Let's Plays. It's a screen recording program, which is really helpful. I'm going to save here, just because I haven't saved yet, and I want to have a safety backup here just in case. I don't think I'll die, but let's see if I do. So, making the episodes already was very, very time-consuming and kind of difficult. And then, now the problem is, all my Let's Plays for the past year or so I've done in a program called Sony Movie Studio, which is much better for putting together video files than Camtasia was. Camtasia has a lot of problems, and it's not very well supported. I don't want to get into all that issue. So, now I'm in a situation where, to continue working on Zero Mission episodes, I have to finish it. What I had to do is go into Camtasia, because all the files were saved as Camtasia files, and go into Camtasia, I had to render each individual episode, so now I have an MP4 of each episode, which now I can load into Sony and do the narration. Because what happened with Camtasia, I would complete it in Camtasia, and then uninstall the program after it was done, but what happened was, for some reason, Camtasia stopped acknowledging my microphone. Just out of the blue, it just stopped. It won't recognize it. Every other program I have, recording program, Audacity and OBS and XSplit and everything else I have that I can plug a microphone in, even like Skype and Mumble on that computer, works fine except for Camtasia. And like I said, there's no support. I can't like send the Camtasia guys an email and get tech support. Last time I did, they told me I should upgrade to the new version of Camtasia, which is however many hundreds of dollars that program is. So what I need to do is I had to render the actual videos, so they're not Camtasia files anymore. Now I've got MP4s, I can load everything into Sony and record it, and do it that way. So, I'm going to make a promise to you guys now that I will get that Zero Mission Let's Play into a completed state, all 9 episodes, before 2016 is out. If for some reason I don't stick to that, if for some reason I don't keep my word, in the Christmas video for 2016, whatever I do in 2016 for my Christmas video, I will open the comments section up to suggestions for a really humiliating, debasing punishment. I will play some horrible game, or I will make a video where I already have a video where I'm dumping ice water on my head, but you get the idea. If I don't do it, I don't want to be in that room, it's hot. If I don't get Zero Mission out, if I don't keep my word, I will let you guys spank me in that comment section. So, essentially what I'm saying is, if I don't get Zero Mission done by Christmas of next year, I open myself up to the possibility that I really will have to play Metroid Fusion. Which I really, really don't want to do. Ever. I hate that game so much. It's bad, guys. It's bad. I talk a lot about why it's bad in the Zero Mission Let's Play, honestly. So that's my goal, is I want to buckle down. I'm doing videos and streams and things full-time now. This is my job now, so I want to actually buckle down and get it done next year. However long it takes me, that's going to be one of my priorities for 2016. If I don't get it done by this time in 2016, there will be hell to pay. I'm sure you guys will think of something absolutely horrid for me to do. So now the game wants me to go to Kraid and fight Kraid. We're going to fight Ridley first. In a standard run of the game, you need the speed booster to get down into Ridley's hideout area. But we're going to do things a little out of order. Whoopsie! Didn't mean to do that. And we're going to fight Ridley first. Now, the game allows you to do this. They built in a sequence break where you can just make this happen. And that was one of my, not complaints, but one of the things I noticed about Zero missions. All the sequence breaks are excruciatingly intended, if that makes any sense. All the sequence breaks were baked right into the game, kind of like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge situation. So you break the wall and you go up here, and now... Well, now I need to... There it is. You get into the like little backdoor area, right? Which requires some kind of tricky wall jumping and bomb placement, but it drops you all the way down through all the areas you would typically need the speed booster to get through, all the way to the bottom so you can go directly to Ridley. Now, all the bosses and everything in this game are going to be extremely easy because I got plasma early, so that's going to be fun. I do want the high jump before I go into Ridley, though, so we will get that. I think we can go up and around this way. Yeah. Let's not trigger this guy. Let's just go around. Now, there's going to be some backtracking in this video. Whoops, we got to go this way. There's going to be some backtracking because we're doing Ridley first, which means we can't clear out Norfair very effectively. We're still going to get all the items out of Norfair, but without the speed booster, it is a little trickier than usual. Look how quickly these guys go down to plasma. That's one problem, though, getting plasma early, is you're not supposed to have plasma, right? With the ice beam, this early in the game. So actually... freezing monsters to use them as stairs becomes very difficult. Unless the monsters are indestructible, like the ones in the ice beam area that I was standing on. Go up here. You'll see what I mean after we fight Ridley. There's a guy you're supposed to freeze to get out of that room. Oh no, we gotta go up around. I think. In the regular game, it's not an issue, because... Where do we need to go, then? I guess this way? Wait a minute, I'm lost. No, I'm not. We're fine. It's all good. In the regular game, by the time you get the plasma beam, you get the space jump at literally the same time. Because both of those unknown items get activated at the same time. So, at that point... freezing enemies is totally obsolete, because you have the space jump, you know? But we're going to get ourselves into a situation where I need to freeze an enemy, but it's very difficult to do so. Right after we kill Ridley. Unfortunately, also without the speed booster, I can't get the early super missiles, which is too bad, but that's alright. So you get to see fighting this boss the not intended way, because I use wall jumps. You're supposed to freeze that guy and stand on him, but... Woo! So my conspiracy theory then. I have the sneaking suspicion that at some point in development, Metroid Zero Mission had a new game plus kind of feature where you could replay the game with those unknown items early, the way I'm playing it now. And, I mean, for evidence, first of all, it's because that plasma beam has an animation. Why would they animate the plasma beam as having an animation if you can never get the plasma beam? You know what I mean? Like in Metroid Fusion. I bet Metroid Fusion's plasma beam doesn't have an animation because you can never just have the plasma beam. You gotta have the plasma wave whatever beam in Fusion. And it's the same in Zero Mission because you can't turn off individual guns the way you could in Super Metroid. There's no way to have just the naked plasma beam. So why animate it if it's not something the player can ever see or is ever supposed to see? So I think it's because somebody intended for the player to see it at some point. Somebody wanted the player to see the naked plasma beam, and the only thing that makes sense to me is there was going to be a New Game Plus, which undid the unknown items as early as possible. You get to see this thing out of order, or in the correct order too. You're supposed to actually come up and look at it, and then there's nowhere else you can go. You don't have super missiles yet. You're not supposed to anyway. But then when you backtrack, that bug will have finished burrowing down the way. There's one set of early super missiles you can get. It's up in criteria, but you need the speed booster to get it. I do get it in my Let's Play if you want to see that. That's something else you can watch the Let's Play for. But there's other evidence that suggests to me that there was supposed to be a kind of New Game Plus. You guys will see what I mean. First of all, we gotta fight this guy. And he's a lot, well, not harder with missiles. Usually I fight him with super missiles, but don't have them. Can't get them. So we're going to shoot him in the butt with missiles until we're out, and then we're going to charged plasma that fool. If I'm really good, I can get 2 shots of plasma in on him. There we go. Beautiful. That fight is like 2 seconds long if you super him in the butt. With the super missiles, he goes down instantly. Actually, I don't think that episode of Let's Play is live yet. I think in the Let's Play, I kill him on the way back from Ridley. So I just skipped this boss entirely. So no, you can't watch that yet. Listen, I got 6 videos of that to go. Still. And I gave myself a 12-month deadline. So if I get 1 episode up every 2 months, I will fulfill my obligation. That seems reasonable to me. I think that's a thing I could probably do. I do feel bad about the Zero Mission Let's Play taking so long, but from my point of view, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, no problem. We can still get it. We just got to go the long way. That's all. From my point of view, it's just there's always other things I'd rather be working on than Zero Mission. You know, there's always other video projects or... Like, I could spend hours working on Zero Mission and recording an episode that with a script that I don't even think I'm going to use or don't even know that I'm going to use. Or I could spend that 6 hours doing a Twitch stream. That's the wrong room. You know, so... Ooh, do I have to go through that room then? No. I don't think we'd have to go through any heated rooms. I think we're fine doing this. Go up and to the left and then loop around. Haha! But one thing I want to do with my channel is do more... Oh god, I forgot about this horrible place. Yeah, you're supposed to shoot all those guys before you go in there. And then life isn't bad. One thing that I want to start doing with the channel is doing more... like, actual produced videos. Like the one that I'm going to upload for New Year's. You guys will see what I mean. I think I want to go down. Yeah, I want to go down. I have some ideas for gaming content that I want to put up that aren't traditional Let's Plays. But I think you guys will enjoy nonetheless. I mean, the song parodies, that the couple of song parodies I've done on the channel, I want to do more stuff like that, you know, and I think getting into the habit of working on those kind of projects might cause me to put more work into Zero Mission. Hopefully. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I can't predict the future. I wish that I could. Now I'm just depressing myself thinking about the unfinished Zero Mission Let's Play. This is a good stand-in though, right? Like, this video will probably be as long as the entire 9-part Let's Play will be. Ridley is one of my favorite parts on the map because there's a lot of really interesting execution challenges here. Like, hidden items that are just really difficult to get. You've really got to think outside the box. This is the wrong room. That's a dead end. That's the exit from the boss area. Unfortunately, we can't get any of those items because we don't have the speed booster. Unfortunately. I don't want to accidentally destroy the floor here. There's missiles and stuff I can get downstairs, but I'd rather not. We kind of don't even really need to kill Kraid. I guess I will. Oh, you know what? I will, because I do want the speed booster eventually. For the endgame roundup stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll kill Kraid. I was going to say, we can just skip Kraid, can't we? No, I guess we'll kill him. Because really, all we actually need with this setup to finish the game is the gravity suit. Getting the gravity suit, and then we can, from there, go directly to the end of the game. Not directly, we have to make a couple pit stops, but the gravity suit's like the last major item we need to pick up. So because I'm doing Kraid at the end, we're still going to get the gravity suit. Which way do I want to go? To the left. We might as well just get the speed booster. That way we can do some cool stuff in the end game area. I guess I could have just supered this guy and he would have died in one hit. Oh well. We'll save the supers for Ridley. So here's the gravity suit. They call it an unknown item, but it is the gravity suit. Oh, I guess we'd have to go down to the Kraid to get the space jump, too. See, now I'm wondering, does the game give you the space jump if you skip it? I wonder if we should try to go up there. If we should try to experiment. You guys don't know what I'm talking about yet. You will. You will soon. Let me think. Can I get to where I need to go without the speed booster? And then does the game just award me the space jump or not? I'm not sure. We just hang out in the lava because we got the gravity suit. It's not even deadly. Come here, Ridley. You're almost dead because charged plasma's good. If I could hit him. There he goes. I'm pretty sure that plasma shot hits him on every single frame it's going through his body. Because plasma is piercing, right? It goes through enemies. So enemies that you're designed to not fight with the plasma beam kind of have weird graphical effects. And they die super, super fast. There's enemies like that in Super Metroid as well, because there's a glitch you can use to actually get... Oh, first try! Freezing this guy. Incredible. Peanut just entered my room and handed me a note saying, "Do not exit without permission." I'm sorry, it says do not exit without permission. She misspelled it. She left a letter out of the word permission. I'm guessing that means she's out there wrapping Christmas presents as we speak. Anyway, got the gravity suit now. We could... I'm wondering, like, I don't want to go kill Kraid now. I want to go to the end game, okay? It'll be a little tricky without the space jump, but I think I want to do it. What I want to see is we can go trigger the cutscene where you're supposed to get the unknown items, okay? I want to see what happens if you trigger it without all 3 unknown items. I have no... and this is dangerous. It's very dangerous to record something in a Let's Play where you don't know the answer, because it might not be entertaining to watch. Who knows? It might be really boring, and it'll just take a bunch of backtracking, and then where will we be? I think I'm going to do it, though. I think I'm going to show you guys how we can break the game wide open. I'll explain the second bit of evidence for the conspiracy theory that I have. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get stupid up in here. I mean, we might as well. Okay, so we can get the wave beam and the screw attack, even though we don't have... I mean, you have to actually go this way. It's because you're kind of locked down here. If you go over to the left, there's an area where you're supposed to use one of those little rocket platforms, but you can't because you don't have the speed booster. You can't reach it. One of those over there. And can't go that way because we don't have screw attack yet. So what we have to do is go this way. You have to find this block. If you don't find that block and find this secondary boost pad, you get stuck down there if you go Ridley first. But no problem. We out of there. So now that we've got the gravity suit, we are immune to heat damage. We can go through the heated rooms, get the rest of the Norfair goodies, the wave beam and the screw attack, both of which very important items. And then, yeah, I think we're going to, I think we're going to get stupid. Oh, I'm excited. I actually am. I'm very excited. This is the high jump room. Yeah. So we gotta go back to the high jump room and then go through it this time. Into the heated room, but now the heat doesn't bother us. We got the gravity suit. It's just a strict upgrade to the Varia. Doesn't do... The Varia doesn't do anything that the gravity suit doesn't do as well. Like I said, I think even in 100% speedruns of this game, they skip the Varia suit. For that reason. It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually count as a percentage point. The real question is going to be if I can remember how to get these items in all these twisty little Norfair passages. Is this it here? It is! I did remember. I'm that good. I'm that good. So... yeah, early screw. This is how you get the early screw attack. You're supposed to come up through this way. Over here. If I show you the map, you see where I am now. You see I'm actually above the area where I came up from the Ridley elevator. If you come up to the Ridley elevator, go to the left. There's a long passageway that goes up above Ridley's name there. And then you get one of those rocket pads that actually shoots you all the way up here. However, because we don't have the speed booster, we have to get the screw attack through the little back door they put in. In my Let's Play, I actually used that little back door because I had the speed booster, but I hadn't killed Ridley yet. I couldn't access the booster pad, or the rocket pad. I don't know why I keep jumping into these guys and taking all kinds of damage. I'm just an imbecile, I guess. That's it. You took your pound of flesh, my friend. No more. Let me think. I think I want to go left and then loop around and get the wave beam. The wave beam's important because then I can shoot through walls. Actually, on the screw attack, I probably should have refilled my health. I didn't realize my health was so stupid low. I can't remember if I was supposed to go down from the screw attack or not. I don't think so. I think we go this way. Yeah. This looks right. Because your first time in this area of Norfair, you don't have the super missiles, so you can't enter this room. Right? Is that how it fits together? You don't have super missiles, which is why you can't. So you come back with super missiles after Ridley, and then you can get the wave beam from there. I need to watch my health. I'm dangerously low on health. I should have grabbed that, I guess. Yeah, here we go. So in the Let's Play, I'm able to get the early wave beam because I got early super missiles. I remember now. I'm good at this game, you guys. Oh, no, I want the... Well, I mean, super missile pack, sure. So that's not the wave beam, though. Huh. I got lost. I got lost in Norfair. That's okay, though, because, I mean, those extra supers will not go amiss, you know? See, if I had the speed booster, we could just speed boost through the rest of this area up there. Yeah, no? Oh well. I guess we're in for a longer holiday video than I expected. The first one I made, the first year, was like 3 hours long in Super Metroid, getting 100%. And then I don't even think I got 100%. I forgot where some of the items were and ended up getting like 96% or something. But there's been a wide variance in how long the holiday videos turn out, honestly. Which is probably okay. Oh, see, now I'm back in the screw attack area. So I guess what we want to do, then... is it down from here? Well, that's the hole that we come up from below. If we had had the speed booster coming back from Ridley, we could have came that way. I actually kind of like how there are several different intentional paths in this game. Do I want to be down here yet? Is this the way, maybe? This looks like it might be right, actually. Every time I sit down to put in a day's work on an episode of Zero Mission, I make a point to try to play through the game. Actually, I think I want to be in this room here. Yes, there it is. Ha, we made it. So I try to sit down and just do a quick run of the game, just to refresh my memory, you know? It helps me write a script that sounds knowledgeable, I think, to have the game fresh in my mind. Because it's not a game that I have... No, this isn't the right way. It still isn't the right way. Shoot. But I didn't do that before I sat down to record this holiday video. Can you tell? Let me examine the map. It's got to be over here somewhere. I remember it. You kind of have to come from the left, but then go down into a secret area, and then the door's on your left. How about down here? This looks like it could be right. Yeah, here's the wave beam room. Okay, so the idea being that that guy is supposed to be a real bitch and a half to kill without the wave beam because you have to destroy the wall to kill him. But I had plasma, so he went down like a little biatch. Alright. Wave beam. Now, let's break the game. Unfortunately, I can't get the speed booster without killing Kraid. I mean, not without killing Kraid. I mean, you can't get it without killing Kraid. It's the weapon you get from killing Kraid. I can't get it without getting the third unknown item. And I really want to find out what happens if you only have 2 of the unknown items when you trigger that cutscene. We're going to do some zero mission science today. It's going to be good. And then I'll make a decision about what I want to do with Kraid after the fact. We'll figure that out later. I want to go down here somewhere. There it is. What is Peanut doing buying me more Christmas gifts? She was supposed to be done shopping. Anyway, this room here. There's a missile pack up here that we can get first. Which we will. So, this is the only set of power bombs in the game. If I can find where the passage is. It must be down bottom. The only power bombs in the game, there it is, that aren't themselves locked behind power bombs. So I don't have the space jump. I could go get the space jump from Kraid and make this super easy. But who needs space jump when bomb jumping in zero mission is so easy? So what we're doing is we're getting an early set of power bombs. And I said earlier, I thought that this was like a New Game Plus thing and it was intentional. And part of the reason I think that is because they very clearly intend for you to get a set of early super missiles. Okay? There's one set of super missiles in the game that is not locked up behind a green door or otherwise requires super missiles to get. That's very intentional. The designers knew they were doing that. That's not an oversight. They wanted players to be able to get super missiles early and do some fun stuff with super missiles early as a sequence break. And I gotta tell you guys, this early power bomb situation is very similar, I think. Yeah, there it is. So now we can take this secret passage, which actually takes us to Kraid. Let's do a safety save here. And then that'll take us back to Brinstar, which is where we want to be. So we're not actually going to kill Kraid. Oh, I can't go that way, can I? Because I don't have any. I don't have the things activated. I don't have a space jump. So, can I go this way? No. Oh, look, there's missiles here. Hello. What's up, missiles? I guess I should have figured out whether or not I can actually get back to Brinstar from this direction. I mean, we're outside of the looking glass here. Like, this is... We're not supposed to be in this area at all. In fact, I don't think I can, to be honest. Because this area here is post-Kraid. Yeah, there's the space jump blocks that you can't break without picking up the third unknown item. Which is why we can't kill Kraid and get the speed booster. That's the exit from Kraid's room there that you can break out of with speed boosters. So no, we can't actually use the Norfair shortcut to Kraid. We have to go around the long way regardless. That's funny. I guess we'll have to bomb jump here? I guess? There we go. No, God damn it. Dang it. So we're going to have to go back to Norfair and go around the long way. Unless there's another route out of here that I don't know about. But I don't think there is. Oh, and you know what? Yeah. Come to think of it, that door that leads back to the entrance of Brinstar requires you to break a space jump block anyway. So no, we can't... Oh, screw attack. Duh. We can't use the shortcut yet anyway. So, I mean, this kind of deliberate design where even breaking outside of the box, you still get kind of stuck in a way. You still have to go through the events in a particular order, but you're not stuck. You know, I didn't get soft locked down there. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like they intended for you to play the game this way. We are going to soft lock later, though, and it is going to be hilarious. Don't worry. That's still coming. Yeah, there's no path back through Kraid. That's wild. The dev team thinks of everything. That has nothing to do with Metroid. That's a NetHack saying. I mean, that's the other cool thing. Totally unexpected thing that happened this year is that NetHack got its first update since 2003. It's insane to me. I mean, that's the first update that they've released since I started playing the game in 2007. Incredibly exciting. So I have played a little bit of the new NetHack version. I have enjoyed it quite a bit. I want to do some more of it, obviously. I want to do some more NetHack streams and whatnot. But yeah, they changed the game in some interesting ways. So yeah, we're done with Norfair. We can leave here now. So we got the early power bombs, and you're not supposed to have early power bombs. With early power bombs, you can go places you're not supposed to be able to go. No quick way through this room either, unfortunately. So, can I use the Brinstar shortcut to get to Chzodia then, or do I have to go back all the way through Norfair? Let's go back up through Brinstar. That's what I was going to do in the first place. Use the shortcut to Kraid, Kraid to Brinstar, and then there's a shortcut from Brinstar to Chzodia. And the Kraid shortcut is blocked. I want to see if that Brinstar shortcut is also blocked. I'm curious. I'm thinking of fun things to do with this ROM hack that I must not have done when I first played with it a couple years ago. What happened was I found the soft lock when I played it a few years ago. And then I stopped playing because when you reach a soft lock, once the game is saved in that unwinnable state, then what do you do, right? Where do you go from there? You just stop playing. So I didn't do as much experimenting with the sequence breaking as I probably could have done. So let's see if I can get up to Chzodia. Should I get I guess I'll get these missiles. Why not? They're here, you know? I can't get the supers here because we don't have the speed booster yet. There is a set of super missiles in this area. It's kind of the first set of super missiles you can see in the game. Like, oh, I see super missiles. Which is something that Super Metroid didn't do. Super Metroid didn't let you see any super missiles until you'd already picked up what they assumed was going to be the first set you were going to get after Spore Spawn. Because there is a sequence break where you can get early super missiles, obviously, in Super Metroid by using the Mach Ball, but the Mach Ball, I don't believe, is an intentional thing. I think that is a glitch. I don't think they intended you to be able to do the Mach Ball at all. There are difficult sequence breaks, though, in Super Metroid that I do think are intentional, like skipping the grappling beam. I absolutely think that the developers knew you could skip the grappling beam. Where am I going? I'm not going to Kraid. I guess we'll get these missiles too now. You know what? We came down here to get these missiles, but I was talking and ended up going to the Kraid elevator. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But that's what's so masterful about Super Metroid sequence breaking is that it's not immediately obvious which breaks are intentional and which ones are not. I need another power bomb. I can't do anything down here without another power bomb. The Rippers will drop them, though. Nothing else in this area drops them, but I think Rippers will, and I can kill them with Screw Attack. Farming it up in the Christmas video. I forgot I needed 2 power bombs up there. There's just another wall I gotta break through from the other area. Not a problem. We'll just kill rippers in this shaft until one of them drops what we want. Well, that was health. That's not what I wanted. No. None of you guys are going to cooperate today? Nobody's got a power bomb for me. It's a shame. It's just a damn shame. I could go to a Chozo statue and get a recharge. Let's climb the shaft killing rippers, and if I don't get a power bomb by the time I get to the top, I guess we'll use the long beam statue to recharge. Maybe they don't drop power bombs. Maybe I'm just mistaken about that. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. It's possible. It has happened. I don't know why I took the long way to the long beam statue, but, you know, whatevs. It's fine. This will give my P-bombs back. Ah. That's the other thing that happened very recently this year. Is my doctor says I can't drink, oh, I got bombs now. What am I doing? I can't drink as much Pepsi as I used to. She said, I want you to cut down to 2 cans a day. If you cut down to 2 cans a day, you'll be a lot healthier. What I did was I went overboard and I cut it down to 2 cans a week. So I don't drink Pepsi anymore now when I'm recording videos. I allow myself 2 cans of Pepsi a week. One during Saturday night D&D, and then one during Sundays flump streams when I stream my D&D game to Twitch. So instead of Pepsi today, I am drinking delicious Arnold Palmer, which is lemonade and sweet tea. Which, I grant you, is probably not that much healthier than Pepsi. But the problem was, I got like weird heartburn sometimes, and I didn't know what was causing it, and it wasn't as big enough, it wasn't like a super big issue, like it wasn't a big hairy problem. I would just like take a Tums or whatever. But I talked to my doctor, and she's like, yeah, it's all the carbonation and all the soda you drink. And I stopped drinking soda, and then my heartburn got a lot better, like immediately. So we can't even use the Taurian elevator. This whole area of Criteria you're not supposed to be able to get into. The Taurian elevator does not even function, because we haven't cleared Taurian yet, you know? If we were able to get down there, what would even be down there? I mean, the exploding escape shaft, sure, but other than that, nothing of use. Oh, we gotta go this way. Come on. Come on, bomb jump. I thought that lightning struck with my bomb for a minute. I'm like, oh man, my bombs are crazier than I thought. Alright. So yeah, they give you a back door here so you can skip the speed booster. Because normally you're supposed to come through this area. If you don't have the speed booster during the Taurian escape sequence, you have to go up through that way. That's the only reason that passage exists as far as I know. Oh, it tricked the plot flag, thinking my ship's not here anymore. That's funny. Oh well. We don't need no stinking ship. We're good without it. I'm very curious to see what happens here. I need to break those blocks, but we also need a power bomb up here. We can always break those blocks later. It's fine. I think we've got a power bomb pickup coming up here pretty soon. I'm excited. I'm excited to go up here. I wonder if it's just going to give us the space jump, and if it doesn't, what kind of difficulties is that going to create, you know? Well, I got to get up there. I don't have a space jump yet. I can bomb jump from here. Well, I could if I wasn't terrible. There we go. I got it. Bomb jumping like a pro. Like a champ. So now we've... This yellow door you're not supposed to be able to open. Because that gets you into Chzodia, which is an area that you're not supposed to be in until you've done the stealth section and the Torian escape and everything. So now we're way off the plot graph. Now we're in Chzodia way super early, which... not a thing that's supposed to happen. And we don't have the speed booster. And we don't have the, space jump. So, next thing we're going to do is go... because this whole section of the game, you're supposed to come through... Do I need to go this way? I thought there was a super missile tank down here somewhere. I don't feel looking for it. You do the whole stealth section, right? You come down through here, and dodging space pirates and whatnot, and then you do the... This is so weird. Then you do the like Chozo statue boss fight. So right now, the plot flag's set. The game thinks I'm in the stealth section because I haven't done that Chozo statue boss fight yet. So it thinks I'm much earlier in the game than I am. So we can go up and do that boss fight. And weird things will happen. That triggers a plot flag that causes these areas to change. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean when we get there. There's our next power bombs. But... oh! The bastard stole them. But now we're much faster, so... oh, he's immune to my shots! That's too bad. So we don't actually need to be stealthy at all, because we've got all of our gear that we're not supposed to have. We're not supposed to be able to kill these space pirates, you know? We're not supposed to have the screw attack, the plasma beam, any of this stuff. When you do the stealth section coming through here, and the stealth section, by the way, is why... is my least favorite part of the game. It's why I haven't replayed this game 150 million times. Like I have with Super Metroid. That's not even open. That door doesn't even work. Because the plot flag hasn't been tripped. Yeah, you're supposed to stealth through here. You have a gun that doesn't actually kill anything. And you don't have any of your other upgrades. So having upgrades that we're not supposed to have totally destroys this section. We gotta go up there, but I ain't got no space jump, so I guess we're going around the long way. So the idea is to get through all these scenes without being seen by any of these space pirates. But it's the jankiest stealth section in the world, so not a super big fan. So this is much nicer. I don't think I want to save. In case this breaks something, I want to be able to back out and be out of this area. Because if we... is this even a place we can go yet? I guess it is. Oh, we need speed booster to get through there. Like, can we get to the rest of Chzodia from here? No. See, this whole screen just doesn't work. This door is not supposed to be reachable yet. So I guess what that means is that there's 2 copies of the map. Does that mean I could get an extra set of supers if I did come here with the speed booster and get these early? Would they still be there? That's wild. That's wild, man. I have no idea. I really have no clue. Anyway, boss fight time. We will do the Chozo trial, but we'll do it with all our gear that we're not supposed to have. So we should be able to just blitz this boss fight super easily. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Now, either one of 2 things will happen. Either it will activate the unknown items I picked up, or it will just give me the space jump, assuming that I've already had it, or I guess the game will crash. So I guess 3 things could happen. We could get into a state where it tries to activate an item I don't have and just explode. It's a weird palette for Zero Suit Samus. But we're not actually Zero Suit Samus, we're still regular Samus. Alright, let's go. Two. We just gotta hit this thing 4 times, that's all. And it gets really difficult to dodge eventually. Oh, I missed by chance. Yeah, it's only vulnerable for like a split second. Missed it again. Really? That's supposed to actually damage you. If you shoot the thing while it has like a picture of Samus in it, it's supposed to damage you, I think. But that doesn't work for some reason if you come here with all your gear. So you can just rapid fire it. You have to... Fighting it the regular way, you need to time your shot so your charged laser pistol hits it correctly. So I've only got 2 unknown items, so let's see. There's plasma. Here's my gravity suit. Of course, I already had those. So no, it didn't give me the space jump. And it didn't crash the game, so... Now one of 2 things is going to happen. Either... Oh, we got to be over a little bit, I guess. Now we're actually going to go kill Kraid. Because this experiment has not yet run its course. Either we'll kill Kraid and his unknown item will turn into the space jump automatically, or it will remain an unknown item and I will just never be able to get the space jump. And I don't know which one of those things will happen. I still can't get those supers, still don't have the speed booster. Okay. So yeah, now we're gonna go kill Kraid. Oh, we can't go that way. We gotta come out this way. We don't have a choice. That's so interesting. So the other thing that does, fighting that boss, the other thing it does is trips a plot flag that says, okay, the player has all the things they need, now just infest the entire area with space pirates forever. If you know this game well, using just the information that I've given you so far, you will be able to put together what my soft lock is later. But I won't come right out and say it, for those of you who still haven't figured out the surprise. But, you know, I'm very curious to see if we actually get the space jump from Kraid's area, or if it's going to stay an unknown item or not. I could see it going either way. I really could. Oh, you know what? It won't in this version of the ROM, clearly, because it's programmed to always give me the space jump there. See, I know it's going to give me the space jump no matter what. I guess that's a good thing. Let's see. I want to... Oh, no. I'm where I need to be. The thing I don't like about the space jump in this game is once you have it, you can no longer wall jump. It doesn't let you wall jump anymore. Your wall jump just doesn't happen. You get a normal space jump instead, which kind of screws with my head a little bit. So yeah, let's go do Mr. Kraid. We don't need those missiles. We're fine. I got power bombs filled, so I guess we'll break the blocks on the way over. There's nowhere in Kraid's level where power bombs are useful. Nowhere at all. Oh, wait a minute. I can't go back that way, though, can I? Not without the speed booster. I have to go down through Norfair and come around. Well, then. There's more bosses and stuff we can fight in Kraid, too. I can go activate the zip lines, so I could use the Kraid Norfair shortcut. I think the only item outside of Chzodia that requires power bombs to get... Oh no, there's two. Okay, there's two. There's one... Two, or am I forgetting one? I might be forgetting one. One is in Norfair down there, the early power bombs that I got. You can use power bombs to access those. Or not power bombs, what did I need to access those? Gravity suit, that's right. Because otherwise you can't bomb jump up through the lava. The idea is you're supposed to go in there and burn, and you can't actually get it. You can't make the jump because you're submerged. But when you go back later, you're forced to have gravity suit and space jump. So it's really easy to grab them. So if you have early gravity suit and space jump, you can just take them. Or you can bomb jump if you don't have space jump. You know, whatever floats your boat. Whatever roasts your chicken, okay? I'm honestly a little disappointed that the game didn't crash or something really funky happened when we did that. Oh well. Let's go destroy Kraid. just a little disappointed. Not like super disappointed, you know? But that's why we science this stuff, to find out what will happen. Let's go ahead and turn the zip lines on, I guess, first. Mostly just because I want to fight the lava worm boss with the plasma gun, because that makes me happy to think about doing that. There's a really fun glitch in Super Metroid where you can get items really early before you're supposed to have them. And, having the plasma beam early does funky things to Spore Spawn and Crocomire in particular, because you're really, really not supposed to have plasma for those guys. You can, like, create incredibly large amounts of lag, and it's just fun. It's just all around good times. Should also get another E-tank while I'm here. Is there one or two E-tanks I can pick up in Kraid? I don't know. I don't really need E-tanks, I suppose. I mean, there's one. Word. We don't need to save. This boss is going nowhere. Uh-huh. I can't just shoot him, can I? Maybe I can. Let's just try rapid firing him and see if that does anything to him. Oh, it does. Oh my goodness. That's a wonderful thing. You get him locked in the infinite hit stun animation. That's great. A marvelous thing has happened this day, my friends. Alright, we got zip lines activated now. No problem. So now we're good to leave. Oh, we can't go that way. We gotta go around the other way. Whoops, my bad. I kind of wish there were more sections with zip lines in the game, you know? Because they're fun, right? Or maybe even just something in Ridley's level that is the equivalent of zip lines. Some kind of fun environmental thing that you have to turn on before you can clear the level proper. You can complete Kraid without zip lines. I'm pretty sure you can do it. Whoops, missed the missiles. Whatever will I do with only 115 missiles? Alright, how do I get through here? I think we want to go all the way to the bottom. Yes, because that save point on the right there, that goes to the Norfair shortcut. And that one blue square I couldn't get through without power bombs. So, I guess I could have come straight through from Norfair. Oh, I did come straight through from Norfair and went up through Brinstar. No, I didn't. Because I didn't have zip lines, that's right. You can't come that way even with the power bombs. I did try it, and you can't because you need that space jump first. This is the wrong way. Actually, the wrong way, Brick Road. I think this might be the way. I don't know. You know, I'm just gonna wander. Let's just wander and Alright, let's take the map. I will take the map of shame, so I don't have to wander forever. No, that was the way. Very well. No, I was going the right way to begin with. Huh. I don't recognize this room is the problem. But yeah, I guess it's correct. Oh, that's an exit. Okay, then I must have to take a room higher up, I suppose? Hopelessly lost. How did I manage that? Look what I did. Sometimes the wave beam is problematic. It's gotta be one of these other doors then. Oh, you know what? We gotta go all the way around the left, probably. So we gotta go higher than I was. Let's try that. Well, I guess we're not going that way. We can circle around this way, though. Alright, so we're taking the full tour of Kraid. We're gonna see a bunch of unnecessary areas. It's okay, though. It's fine. Yeah, Kraid has those rocket pads, and it has the, Zip lines. Ridley's level doesn't have anything fun. I mean, it has those execution challenges I mentioned that are pretty fun. If I go right there... No, right's not the way. Right's incorrect. This is correct, because this is the part, if you come here without going to Norfair, without a power grip, that getting up into that little area is very tricky. So this is the way to be. This will bring us down into lower Brinstar. Alright, so now we're down underneath the map room, which is right where we want to be. Space jump blocks that we can't break yet. And here we are. Now, from here we can go back to... Oops, wrong way. We can go back to the Norfair shortcut if we were so inclined. We won't do that, but we could if we wanted to. Yeah, it just turns into the space jump right away. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome to learn that. Because in this hack, even though you have the items activated, they still are written in whatever that weird, like, Atlantean script is or whatever. You don't get the item names in actual English. Do I want to go up there? I guess I do have to go around this way. Oh, that's a save point. No. Maybe I was right the first time. Is this room helpful at all? Yes, this will take me right to Kraid. Get screwed on! And then, of course, Kraid will be no problem with plasma. Not a problem at all. Down here. Open up. You know what? Super missile. Get wrecked, fool. Kraid, my man. Oh, maybe we can't kill him with plasma. It doesn't hurt him, because you need a missile to open his face. But supers make short work of him. And then I can spin jump against the invisible wall. The only invisible wall that I know of in any 2D Metroid game is right here. When Kraid is dying. Space jump against it all you want. You're not getting through. Actually, the 3D Metroid games I play don't have invisible walls either, usually. I guess the only one that has them is Other M. Yeah, see, it gave me the Varia suit when I got my fully powered suit. It just, here you go, have the Varia, whatever. It's fine. Give me my supers back. I want those. Alright. So I guess now... Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I got space jump. What am I worried about? Do I have to go back to Norfair for anything? I don't think I do. I think we're done in Norfair. There's no reason to take the shortcut then. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Having the screw attack can be tricky right there, because you'll fall down to the previous area. That ain't no good for nobody. So even if I had the zip lines turned on coming through here earlier, I wouldn't be able to make it through that block there. The shortcut would be inaccessible no matter what I do. I keep trying to wall jump and forgetting that you can't with the space jump. I keep forgetting that. Because I'm not that smart. I'm just, you know. That's gonna crumble, but it's nothing we need, so... let's go! Yeah, more of those little rocket pads would have been nice. Those are pretty fun. Oh, you know what? The ship's not going to be here. I can't save at the ship. What am I thinking? I can get this power bomb pack that I really hate, though. Oh, we got to run through that. Now that we got speed booster, we can just run through that. Yep, no ship. Because what happens is you're supposed to go into Torian, kill Mother Brain, and then they shoot down Samus's ship, and she crashes and loses her suit. That's what's supposed to happen. But we really broke the plot graph. So we'll do this. Fire up here. Hello? Icon has, please? What? So those power bombs don't exist, apparently. I don't know what the problem is. Interesting. Because there must be the ship's back! What the hell happened? Okay, so that answers my previous question about those supers that we saw in Chzodia, because we must have found a way to flip the plot flag back to what it was then. So on the version of this map that has the ship, those power bombs aren't real, because you're not supposed to be able to get up there to collect them. It should be impossible. Same as in that underwater section in Chzodia. It should be impossible, right, to get there? So if we had the speed booster and were able to break through that wall, I'm betting that those super missiles would not have actually been real. I wouldn't have been able to pick them up. So wait, now that plot flag is reset, what does the Torian elevator do? Oh, we gotta investigate this. I gots to know. I gots to know, kids. Because you can't go through this door with the ship there. It's exploding! It's it turned into the escape sequence. This rock came back too. So we managed to get the plot flags into a position where... oh, that's awesome. We managed to get the plot flags in a position where it thinks I'm escaping when I'm not. So I don't even have the escape music. It's the regular music, but... wow, that's cool. The game gets really confused. Really confused. The elevator works! Holy crap. What did I even do? What happens if I go into Mother Brain's room then? From the wrong direction? What? Oh, it's a gray door. Oh, that makes sense. The exploding version of this map is a gray door because it's an escape sequence. You're supposed to make your way back to the ship. Oh, that's awesome though. Oh, I love it. So it must be like entering that map from particular ways causes the plot flags just to get confused because the ship wasn't there. Then I went to get my speed booster charge and came back, and then the ship was there. And I couldn't get those power... oh, that's awesome. The ghost power bombs. The ghost of power bombs. So much fun. See, and so I feel less guilty now about the unfinished LP, because I don't do anything this cool in the LP. So what happens when I go down through Brinstar then? Because the first time I came into this area, it was from the Brinstar shortcut, which you're never supposed to be able to access this until you do the escape sequence and everything. So what happens if I just go back through then? Is it still going to be exploding? I bet it's not. I bet it trips the plot flag back to empty. Indeed it did! So now I'm in the... Because what happens is, you do the whole stealth sequence or everything, you do this escape sequence, ship crashes, you do a stealth sequence, but then after the stealth sequence is over, you get freedom to go back and explore the planet. So you can go back through destroyed Torian and look at things, and this area obviously is no longer exploding. But now this elevator is not working. The game is so confused. So I still think that somebody intended you to be able to do like a New Game Plus that unlocks the unknown artifacts right away. Specifically because they animated the plasma shot and they placed one power bomb in the game that doesn't require other power bombs. But, I mean, obviously that state is unfinished, or they ran into technical problems or something and it didn't get done. So now no more ship. The ship's gone. We're back in the post-Torian plot flags. That's awesome. So good. See, I still believe that's a game feature that they probably wanted to have in the game, but for some reason they didn't complete it. Oh, it's good though. Alright, well, now what we're going to do is go beat the game. So we never did Torian, we never did the stealth sequence. What we're going to do now... Oh, let's get these supers. We're going to want these. Whoa! I said to watch the LP if you wanted to see how to get these early, but I guess you can just watch this too. Come on, break it. There we go. I almost panicked there. I'm like, uh-oh, I lost my charge, but I didn't lose my charge. I got to keep it. What happens is, the big difference between this and Super Metroid is in this, when you do a shinespark into a sloped piece of ground, you get your running charge back. So you can use that to preserve shinesparks through areas where it otherwise would be impossible to do so. So if you try to pick up an item on a version of a map that is supposed to be unreachable, the item is just a ghost. You can't actually get it. I'm willing to bet that's what would have happened with those super missiles. So, there is something here. There they are. I knew there was super somewhere in this little area. So we saved the ship. We don't need to save anymore. Oh, but wow. That's good times. Learning something new about Metroid Zero Mission. And I know there will be some people who are going to be really bummed out about the whole Metroid Fusion fake out at the beginning of the video. But guys, you would not have seen anything this cool if I played... I don't know anything on Metroid Fusion. I couldn't point anything cool out. Is this the way I want to go? This is the way I want to go. No, it's not. I want to go back down to the bottom and then to the right. This goes back to the Chozo trial, which is not where I want to be. You kind of have to be careful with your health here, because these guys do a lot of damage no matter what you do. And they don't drop health. So now we see how this area was supposed to be played. So save rooms in this part of the game now refill your stuff. The save rooms in Chzodia are a refill in addition to being save rooms. It's because of the stealth section, because of how difficult and janky that stealth section is. We will not be doing the stealth section on this run, so it's not a problem. Excuse you, blocks. Thank you. Let me in. Alright, let's see if I can remember way to the boss on my first try, or if it's going to take 8 tries or what. I'm pretty sure I know where to go, though. See, you're supposed to sneak all through here, and you really... These red space pirate guys, it doesn't look like it, but they kill you a million times during the stealth section. Is that where I want to go? Maybe? Sure. So then you get your stuff back, and you just get glorious, glorious revenge on the space pirates. Remember this black space pirate, though. Remember he's here. That's going to be important for later in this video. Remember this room, too. I'm going to... Later in the video, this room is going to be important again. Nope. I need to find a room with a red door. And here it is. Missile, missile. Okay, so there should be a green door behind this red door. Yep, there it is. Oh, excuse you, buddy. And there should be a yellow door behind that green door. And in fact, there is. Get the pickup. So that's why you need to pick up power bombs to open that door, because that door will take you to the last boss area. We're in the last area of the mothership now. Waste all the power bombs. There we go. I hope there's one more save point. If there's not another save point before... I think there is before the end of the game. But if there's not, there's an energy tank I can pick up just before the boss. Well, I was going to get those life power-ups, but that's not happening now. Anyway. I really need a save point, though. There's gotta be one, right? Down here. Oh, there's the guy who stole my power bombs earlier. Yeah, let's go kill him and get the power bombs. Uh-oh, we're very close to dead now. I should not have tripped that alarm. I should have known better. More power bombs. So how did they find more power bomb tanks to hide here? That's what I want to know. And why did I jump right into those lasers like some kind of fool? Wait, so how do you get to this room then? Pre-power bombs. There must be another path in here. I must not have been correct about that. It's behind a yellow door, though. I don't know. I don't remember. We'll have to wait until the Let's Play's done, I guess. Here's a save point. This is what we need out of life. The last boss should go down super easy. Super easy. But we do not want to save here, though. We want to remain saved at the ship, so we don't have to walk back out of Chzodia. Back out of the mothership area. Too much backtracking, says I. Yeah, down below me there is another E-tank, but I don't think we're going to need it. I think we'll be just fine without it. Alright, last boss time. Not literally the last boss, because we're going to fight at least one more boss in this video. But this is the last boss of the game. After this, we're going to get a credits roll. We'll see how many items I collected. We'll see what my final time was. And that's it. He goes down like a wuss. If you have 100% item collection, he actually gets a lot harder. He has a lot more health, and his attacks do a lot more damage. If you come in with every item in the game, it's like a little souped-up super version of the fight as a bonus. That timer, though... I guess the timer's glitched out. That's probably okay, though, right? That's probably not a big deal. So... I forget where to go here. I remember now. So a version of Zero Mission that I could play without doing the hated stealth section. I think I considered doing this for my series, for the Zero Mission series, the one that's overdue, the one that I'm gonna accept severe punishments from the peanut gallery if I don't actually finish it by Christmas of next year. But I wanted a more pure version, I think. I want to just do the regular version, because that's the version that I've known and loved for many years. This game's over a decade old now, if you believe it. This game came out in 2004, I think. So yeah, a decade of Zero Mission. Insane! I hate being this old. I want to be 20 again. So I wonder if the timer glitched out, or if there's just no timer. Like, I wonder if it's just not being displayed correctly, because who knows why. Or if it's glitched out for some other reason. In other words, if I wait around and don't do anything, will I eventually blow up and lose the game? I'm not going to test that out. Here we are in the last room, anyway. We'll just tank these guys. Whoa, okay. Okay, hold on. We got him. Okay. I got really dicey there for a second. 2 more hits and I would have been dead. But you know what? If you're going to cut it close. Guys, let's watch the credits of Zero Mission. Then I'm going to reset, and I'm going to show you the amazing soft lock. Nope! Yeah, we just noped that guy. I hope this thing has plenty of wiper fluid, because the windshield is very splattery. There is a bunch of different endgame images, too, that you can get, depending on what difficulty you are and what item collection and how much time you spent playing. I'm not sure which one we'll get. Let's find out together. Ah, the credits. Remix music from the original Metroid. This game did a great job remixing the original Metroid. The thing is, I don't like the original Metroid very much. Even as a kid, I was kind of cold on it, because it's very... like, obtuse. The things you have to figure out how to do in Metroid, extremely difficult to figure them out, and then a lot of areas of the game are just boring to go back and forth through. There's a lot of... Especially in Brinstar, there's a lot of shafts, long vertical shafts. That's just the same screen, cut-pasted over and over and over and over again. The original Metroid is included in Zero Mission on the cartridge as an unlock. After you complete the game, it unlocks the original Metroid. Which is weird, because around this time, Nintendo was releasing Game Boy Advance cartridges of old NES classics. They released like Legend of Zelda and Ice Climber, and Metroid was one of those games. So you could either pay $40 or $30 or whatever a Game Boy Advance game was to buy Metroid Zero Mission and get Metroid packed in, or you could buy the NES Classic Series Metroid. I actually want to look and see what's the release date on that NES Classic Series, because maybe that came out before Zero Mission did. Let's see if the Metroid Wikipedia page gives us the answer. No, it did not. Okay, Metroid GBA NES Classic release dates. Google, be there for me. Let's see, I found an IGN review. Release date, October 2004. So, yeah, same year as this. That's hilarious. So yeah, literally they released a game that you could also get as a pack-in with one of the sequels. Good game, Nintendo. Amazing. Clear time, but there's the but. Alright, so we got the Zero Suit image at the end, where for some reason Samus wears full lipstick. See you next mission. Alright, so that was Metroid Zero Mission. That's how to complete the game without doing a stealth section. All you have to do is have a hacked version of the ROM. Okay, so now what we're going to do... You see, I'm not lying. It's right here, guys. It's like, there it is. Original Metroid. I don't know what the Metroid Fusion link does. I don't know what happens if you link... Oh, maybe you just get to play with the Fusion suit or something. Anyway, where was I? This must be me here. Criteria. Those other save files are from when I played around with the ROM hack years ago. My main explorations. So now what we're going to do... We're going to go back to Brinstar. Which means we got to go all the way over here and speed boost, yada yada yada. Really obnoxious. I wish those speed boost blocks would stay cleared once you've cleared them, but they don't. Oh well. Back to Brinstar, we're gonna... I forgot to do my shinespark. Dang it. We're gonna do the Torian scene, we're gonna kill Mother Brain, we're gonna do the escape sequence, and then I'm gonna show you where this soft lock is. Not technically a soft lock, like the game doesn't lock up, the game doesn't become unplayable, but it does become unwinnable. And even that I'm not 100% sure on. I'm reasonably sure it's unwinnable. I can't find a way to win from that state. But maybe if you can, more power to you. I'm open to suggestions, I guess. If you watch the video and you think of something to try, I'm willing to try it and make a follow-up video. Christmas Part 2. If somebody has an idea. I mean, I had some ideas already, but they weren't very good ideas, and I haven't implemented them yet. But the Torian scene is fun. We've got plasma. The Metroids are really easy to kill with the plasma gun. I mean, they're easy to kill anyway with just the wave ice gun, but... Metroids are actually pretty scary in this game. They were really scary in the original Metroid. They were dangerous, they came out of nowhere, they were super fast. The Metroids in Super Metroid are sluggish by comparison. I always have issues with going back and playing the original Metroid or even Zero Mission, I almost always get nabbed by a Metroid, and I never do in Super anymore. It could be because I've played Super a million times. It could just be that I know Super Metroid so well now. Maybe to a first-time player, they'll get grabbed by Metroids a ton. But I don't think so. I think the ones in good old OG Metroid and in Zero Mission are much more relentless in their pursuit. The ones in Zero Mission literally come at you from the background. Whereas the ones in Super just spawn on the map. The ones in Zero Mission, they're not there at first. They come out of absolutely nowhere. Which makes for a much more memorable Torian sequence, I suppose. So let's do it. I guess we will save here. There's no point of no return in Zero Mission. One of the very few ways in which Zero Mission is absolutely superior to Super Metroid. There's no point of no return. Also, you can do this. If you're not spinning, you can push the jump button in the air to start spinning and then initiate a space jump. In Super, if you're not spinning in a jump, you can't start spinning. There's nothing you can do. So that's a definite improvement. I think that was actually in Fusion too, though. I don't think that started in Zero Mission. It might have. I don't play Metroid Fusion. Only as a silly early video joke. You almost see I got nabbed right there by that Metroid. Oh! He got me. Metroid too strong. He had my number. What can you do? I need super refills here. No! Oh, you bastard. Oh, it unequipped my supers because I needed a refill. Okay, then. Maybe I should save the supers for Mata Brain. Don't need to save again. It's not going to do a refill for me because we're not in that area of the game anymore. These guys don't drop supers, I guess? That's too bad. Oh well. The Metroids do sometimes. I guess it'd be too easy if they always dropped a super power up. I suppose. One more? One more. Oh, now we have to go downstairs. Now we go down into the depths. Whoa, hold on. Thank goodness for Plasma right there. If I hadn't got the early Plasma, one of those Metroids would have grabbed me. Alright. Next. Could really use some supers. In fact, it looks like early Plasma is letting me refreeze them while they're still kind of frozen. Huh. Interesting. Now that door should be open. Oh, that room's... On hard, that room is very, very difficult indeed. Because you have way fewer missiles and everything does way more damage. These guys don't drop supers. Nothing here does, it looks like. There's no chance of a refill. Well, alright, let's get to it. This scene's a little easier, too, because you're not supposed to be immune to lava. You're not supposed to have the gravity suit yet. We might have to do some missile farming here. I don't know if 75 missiles is going to be enough. Yeah, we need missiles to do this. Okay, we need missiles to open up the case. And we need missiles to damage the eyeball. Alright. Let's get to work, I suppose. At least the Rinka drops refills. Oh, you weren't ready yet. Oh, dang it. Merg. The Rinkas did not want to cooperate there. $50 more missiles before this is going to get really crazy. My goodness. I can't stay on these platforms to save my life. And I keep breaking that bottom Rinka there. And then not being able to get the missile pickup. See, I'm making good use of both the gravity suit and the space jump here, neither of which you're supposed to have in this fight. Although I think in a regular game where I was actually following the rules... Oh, I wonder if I could power bomb under her tank. No, because this is a version of the room where they didn't even bother putting in that passage down there. Alright, well that's fine. That's fine. If I was doing a regular run of the game, not a crazy hacked run, and I was actually going through the event sequence, I would have a lot more super missiles, I think, than I had. I would have gone out of my way to pick up some more packs. Or would have learned earlier to use the regular missiles against the Metroid than have some supers from Other Brain. Although it's entirely possible that I would have just missed with my super missiles anyway, because my aim was horrible through that whole section, let's be honest. Okay then. So that remained open because we've already... Oh, that's funny. Ah, dang. Oh, you know, we can just go up and around. That's fine. Yeah, because we've already been through the exploding version of this map before. Oh, that's so funny. So there's actually 3 versions of this map, then. There's the version where the ship is just there for the early game. There's the escape version, which is that, where getting on the ship takes you off the planet. And then there's the 3rd version, which is for the late game with no ship. So I wonder if I had ever gotten into a state where... Like, I wonder if you can get it into a state where the plot flag is tripped, that you're in the escape sequence, so you can just jump in the ship and leave the planet without having to go through Torian. I wonder if that's possible at all. Ah, so much fun to be had with this game. I just can't get over Samus's lipstick. I will never be able to get over Samus's lipstick. The form-fitting butt suit, whatever, I get it. The incredibly impractical ponytail, fine. When is she putting on lipstick? Like, does the power suit have a function where she just pushes a button inside of her giant gun that instead of changing to a different gun, it applies lipstick to her face? What's the deal here? So here's the stealth section of the game, which we will not be doing very much of. The idea is you've got this blaster. Rapid firing it does nothing, but when the little charge meter goes all the way up, you can fire the supercharged shot. And what the supercharged shot does is it stuns enemies for about 1 second. So with, what is that, 3 or 4 seconds of charging, you can stun one enemy for 1 second. And you'll see why that is not very much time at all. So my question was, what happens now? Because we're going to hit the map, and it's going to show us a bunch of map we've already been to, obviously. Oh, we didn't save going up to the last boss, because all that gray area is the Space Pirate Mothership that we've already kind of completed. I mean, if you go all the way up to the top right area, that's where the metal Ridley fight is. So the idea is from this, you got to get down from this map room here up to where we fought the Chozo statue, which is a long trek. And you're kind of going from save room to save room, because now save rooms are a recharge in addition to a save point. But there's a problem now. And the problem is, though we are in a stealth section, we've already tripped the plot flag, and the game thinks we've got the suit and can explore Chzodia. So, the rooms that are supposed to be, like, empty... I forgot this little area was here. The rooms that are supposed to be empty, primed for your stealth segment, actually have alarms blaring and are full of pirates. And as far as I can tell, there's no way to get through them. As far as I can tell, let's see if I can do this first try. Huh! Nope. Sorry. Sorry. Trip the alarm. Life's not good. And then I went the wrong way. So what's going to happen is we're going to get to areas in the stealth segment that are actually populated as though we have our full suit, which we very much do not. Alright, come here, asshole. Oh, I missed him. I missed him, and I gotta run. He's gonna come in to investigate. Okay, but then the alarm will turn off. So these guys do like 50 damage, which is an insane amount of damage. So you can really only sustain a couple of hits before you, before you're screw-ad. So you kind of... The first time I played this segment, I really hated it. How you kind of leapfrog from save point to save point as though they are your lifeblood. And I died like a million times. I died over and over and over. Because when the red guys catch you, if you make one wrong move, it's basically a game over. There's almost nothing you can do about it. So this room here, if you go up, there's actually more pirates than there's supposed to be. So what you have to do is use this secret tunnel here, which I didn't even know about the first few years I played this game. That black pirate is not supposed to exist. There are not supposed to be any black pirates in this segment until you have the suit. And their inclusion in your life makes everything really, really dangerous. So we've got alarms that we really shouldn't be triggering on screens where there's really no alternative. I think we'll be able to get one more save room, I think. We'll be fine. For the next save room I think we'll make it to. This one up here. Whoop! Well, I mean, he's... Yeah, there was no avoiding that guy. They're not supposed to be there. You know what I mean? How am I going to do this then? Maybe I can't make it one more save room. Yeah, I don't have a way to clear the alarm from here. Oh, they were doing 100 damage per hit. My bad. Let's try that again. I think I get to the next save room before the gauntlet just becomes totally impossible. So my first thought was, okay, but what if you get all of the energy tanks in the game? Do you then have enough health to just tank the hits? And I don't think so, because it's not just hits that's the problem. Maybe I want to go this way. I definitely do not want to go that way. The problem is the knockback. There's not another path over here, is there? I don't think so. See, there's just an auto alert there. There's nothing you can do about it. So let's wait for this one to clear. I must be missing a passage then. Well, if I had power bombs, I could go that way. So let me think here for a second. I think that next save point up there above me is where I can make it to. I just got to remember how I did it. Oh, you know what? I think there's another path that I can take. Oh no, because okay, this light room. I gotta go through this light room. There's nothing for it. You don't have a choice. All right, I'm not lost anymore though. Oh, my charge! Gun charge takes so long to charge up. So long. We'll see if this will clear. It is. It clears. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Get out of here before he sees us. Whew! And now this gate is open. Beautiful. And this is it. This is as far as I believe we can go. Even if I had every energy tank in the game, going farther than this, I think is not possible. Just because of the amount. Because what happens is we're going to go down the gray area, and then we're going to go back into that green area, which is Chzodia, which is where the really triumphant music plays, and every room is full of space pirates. Because the plot flag has flipped that we already killed the ghost, and there should be space pirates everywhere. Yeah? So, I mean, let's see. I mean, this room, you're not supposed to get an alarm when you first step your way into it. I mean, that's just not supposed to happen. But it did happen. This is... Remember I told you, look for this room. It's going to be important. This is that room. This room is supposed to be filled with lasers that you're not supposed to, trip. You're not supposed to touch the lasers. But, because it thinks we've already done the ghost fight, it's instead filled with monsters. So, I think this is it, because we're going to get another automatic alert over here. Let's wait for the charge. Right here, yeah. There's not supposed to be guys down here on the bottom. You're supposed to be able to climb through here safely. So even on the off chance we make it to the next save room, which we can. I think we can get to the next save room. But we can't actually use it. Because there's an alert and space pirates will follow us in there. We'll give it one more try though. It's Christmas. Maybe a Christmas miracle will happen. Okay, this try doesn't count. Because that room didn't go smoothly. But yeah, that's that black pirate there. I told you, remember that black pirate. There he is. He's not supposed to be there. Can I clear an alert going this way somehow? If I go down to the bottom, can I clear an alert maybe? To clear an alert, you have to stay out of their view for a certain amount of time. But the thing is, they can go everywhere you can go. So the problem is that you can't just evade them, and then your alert goes away. That's why they kind of build these sections where it kind of clears your alert for you. This isn't gonna work. Ah! What if I can get to that ledge with some health? Okay, I have an idea actually. What I'm gonna try. I think I can get this alert to clear I still don't think it's going to be helpful to me, but I think I can get this alert to clear. Oh, maybe not. If I stand here, this alert will go away. Or maybe down here. Oh no, just falling down here makes it go away. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. That guy doesn't see me even though there's glass there. Going through that blue door behind me does no good. Leads to a dead end. I think it actually leads to an energy tank, but I can't get an energy tank. Yeah, these guys are not supposed to be there. So we can make it into this save room, but now we're stuck. Because that gate will not open unless we clear the alert, and there's no way to clear the alert from this room that I know of. You can run circles around this guy all you want, for as long as you want, but eventually he will get you. Going back to this door, I think, is immediate death. They're on my butt. So, this is it. This is the soft lock. There's nowhere you can go from here. You are just boned once you come to this area. There's no way to clear this alert. Because there's more pirates than there's supposed to be. So that is the end of the Christmas video. This is it. This is what happens when you sequence break too much in Metroid Zero Mission and get items that you're not supposed to have. It's not actually, like, you'll see, there's not, like, actually AI chasing me here. Like, this room is just scripted. If you come into this room from the right, from the left with an alert going, it spawns two guys in to follow you. It's not actually a soldier with AI who's chasing me. It's every room is just hard-coded to have X amount of space pirates run in after you. And that's it. That's as far as we can go. The stealth section becomes impossible to complete. So even if I had every energy tank in the game, getting down there and getting to that save room, the gate would still be shut, and I'd be out of luck. And that brings us to the end. Guys, I had a lot of fun playing broken sequence breaking Zero Mission for you. I will get the Let's Play done. My goal is to get it done in 2016. Look forward to that. I appreciate you guys watching so much. The guys just subscribing to the channel, watching the video, hanging out with me on Twitch, supporting me on Patreon. You guys make everything I do worthwhile. And I'm leaving now. I hope you had a magical Christmas.